In today's video, we're going to be going back in time a little bit. We're going to be taking a look at some big PSA 10 cards and what they were selling for just a little bit ago. Alright guys, so I thought this post was pretty interesting because it related to me as well. And this person said, since everyone is flexing their PSA 10 slabs. And if we go ahead and we click on this post here, we can see that this person said, here's mine, sold 90% of them 3 months ago, kept the Tina and the Pico. So these pictures aren't the best quality, but check out these sales. So we have an English PSA 10 Giratina Alt Art from Lost Origins for $564. We have a PSA 10 Lugia from Silver Tempest for $272. We have a PSA 10 Rayquaza VMAX from Evolving Skies for $367. We have an Umbreon for $884 from Evolving Skies. We can't see the Shining Fates Charizard there. We have a Gray Felt Hat Pika that sold for $362. Etc, etc. You guys get the point. 151 Zardy for $400, Lugia for $314, and Magikarp for $400. So yeah, welcome to the hobby, guys. If you're new here, these definitely were realistic prices in 2024. I remember I got into an argument with someone in my comment section a few videos ago. I don't even remember exactly which one it was, but I was talking about how the Umbreon VMAX Alt Art was selling for roughly $800 to $900 at one point, and they were like, that card was never selling for $800 to $900, and I was like, yes it was. Maybe you're new, maybe you don't know. This card was 1000% selling for $800 at one point. You guys got to remember too, when Evolving Skies first came out, Umbreon wasn't even the biggest card. The Rayquaza was. Rayquaza was looked at as the biggest card in the set, and then things flip-flopped. And this is definitely legitimate too, because I remember the Rayquaza, I was bidding on one for $400 and I got outbid last second, and I never ended up picking up a PSA 10. I have a PSA 9, but I still do to this day need the PSA 10. Both the Rayquaza PSA 10s from Evolving Skies to complete the PSA 10 Master Set. That's literally all I'm missing as far as alternate art cards go. Lugia, I think I bought my PSA 10 Lugia at a card shop for $325. Now, should you go out right now and be like, oh, you know, I'm going to get some Scarlet Violet cards for, you know, what they're costing right now, and then in 3 years from now, they're going to be more. I'm sure in some scenarios that's going to be true. If we look back 3 years from now, there's probably cards that are going to be less than they are. But you guys also have to consider that we are in a very big boom right now, and some of these slabs are probably going to drop in price. I mean, you're seeing like XY cards going insane right now, so I wouldn't expect those to go back down to probably where they were at. Like maybe some of this more ultra modern stuff, you'll probably see this drop down, at least in my opinion. I don't think that this is going to be sustainable for the next however many years you're going to hang around. You know, if you're just in here trying to buy these slabs and make a quick flip, I would not recommend it. I think slabs are volatile and they move a lot in value. You can get burnt pretty easily if you know, go in and say, okay, I'm going to spend, my budget for slabs is $10,000. I'm going to go spend $10,000 on slabs. Very quickly that could go down to $7,000, $8,000, you know, in a few months time if you're not careful, especially buying at a peak right now. I mean, we're not at the tippy top of the peak, but we've come down a little bit. But this just shows you guys that there's a lot more room to go down if the hobby does cool off. Everyone, you got to think, everyone's like, oh, I should have bought this, I should have bought that. That's what everyone is saying. Paldea Evolved, Scarlet Violet Base, Obsidian Flames was widely available, sitting on the shelves at Target. No one wanted it. You could even go into Walmart. Now, don't get me wrong, it was a little bit harder to find, but you could go into Walmart and just stroll in on a random day and probably get lucky enough to find some 151. It was probably just chilling there. Now, don't get me wrong, like I said, it wasn't like it was just fully stocked every day. It was way better than the other sets. But you could find Paldean Fates at GameStop. I vividly remember I pulled the Bubble Mew on one of my first YouTube streams with my friend. We were on a trip. Went and we were buying ETBs of Paldean for like buy one get one half off, something ridiculous like that. And they were lined at GameStop. No one wanted them, and that's just couldn't be further from the scenario right now. Everyone wants everything, so now is definitely not a good time to buy long-term investments, if you guys want to open for fun, you want to buy slabs for fun, buy sealed for fun, go for it. 100% encourage it. You got to have fun in the hobby. But if you're taking this serious and you're looking to make some money, I don't know if buying Umbreon VMAX at 2.5k is necessarily a great buy. The thing that really concerns me with these ultra modern cards is when the hobby does cool off, you know, what is that pop count gonna resemble for the price? You know, if there's, you know, 20,000+ Umbreon VMAXs and all of a sudden the hobby cools off and no one's wanting Umbreon VMAX anymore as much, it's still going to be a very desirable card, don't get me wrong. You know, what's going to happen to that price? Is it gonna drop a lot? Maybe it stays. Like, who knows? We can't say for sure. But in my opinion, I'd be careful, like, going super crazy into ultra modern and, you know, buying 10 Van Gogh Pikas and holding them for the long run. I mean, I'm sure in the long run you'll do all right. It's just crazy that the Van Gogh Pika was widely available. Never was able to get my hands on one, unfortunately. I always thought, I'm like, there's like so many of these. I'm like, the price on this is going to come down. Well, it never did. I had an order on Pokemon Center. It went through. Next thing I know, my order got canceled. I never got a gray felt hat Pika. Was pretty upset about it, and I don't even want to know what a PSA 10 costs right now. Probably like $1,200 or something like that. I don't even want to look because I'll probably be sick. But that's part of the game, guys. You can't literally collect every single card. I mean, some people maybe can, but you're gonna miss out on things, and don't FOMO into things. That's another thing. Just wait for the next opportunity. There's always gonna be another opportunity. You know, people think that they missed Evolving Skies. So what? What are you going to do? Buy it now at 2,000 a booster box? Or are you going to maybe buy some Destined Rivals when it drops down in price at, you know, maybe 180 a box, 160 a box, whatever you can get it for. I would recommend MSRP or less on boosters if you can get it right now. That'd be a great point to buy in at. But yeah, guys, I don't know. Let me know what you think. A card that I really like right now is the Roaring Skies Rayquaza. I remember that thing at one point was like $800, and I was like, oh yeah, never buying that. It's too expensive, and I don't even want to know what it is now. It's probably over $2,000, $3,000. Who knows what it is? Super cool card. Wish I had one. Rayquaza is my favorite Pokemon. But yeah, guys, I don't know. Just kind of a rambling video talking about slabs, Ultra Modern, things like that. Let me know your opinions down below. And if you want to talk about things like this more frequently, all you got to do is join our Discord. The link for that is down in the description below. That's going to be all for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Anything helps, and I'll see you in the next one.